And any weaknesses in your driving?
Weaknesses, I don't think there's any. Just hold it there. Oh man, I'm not good with this car.
Welcome to another video. My name's Abby. I'm a driving instructor. So this week's learner driver for the mock test is Keon. So for those of you who don't know, this learner driver that's turned up here hasn't had any lessons from me and he's only here for me to assess if he's ready for the actual driving test. So Keon, do you want to tell the viewers a bit about yourself and a bit about your driving?
So my name's Keon. I've been driving for about a month and a half now. In that time I've crammed in 20 lessons as well as driving my parents' car. My test is currently next week, so I've just come to see if I can get any improvements in.
Yeah, so do you feel you're test ready and any weaknesses in your driving?
I'm pretty sure I'm test ready, yeah, but weaknesses, I don't think there's any.
Okay, that's fine. For those of you who haven't watched our previous videos, the serious faults will be in red text and the driving faults, which are also known as minors, will be in yellow text. And getting any serious faults results in a fail. And if any learner driver wants a driving mock test, give us a follow on Instagram, drop us a message, and then we'll just select random participants. So you must have watched our YouTube videos. You'll be driving independently yourself, and at the end we'll go over the mistakes. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Yeah. So I'll throw you a tell me question. You must have learned the tell me questions. Yeah. Tell me how you check the power steering is working.
So the actual answer to that is very long, but the quick way is your steering should be stiff. Once you turn it on, it should be very light to move.
Yeah, so simply when the car switched off, steering will be heavy, hard to move, and when the car switched on, the steering will be light. So at the beginning we'll follow the sat nav, then after that I might give you directions. Is that okay?
That's fine, yeah.
Yeah, move off when you're ready. When moving off, Keon does everything in the correct order. He selects the first gear, observes all around, and then moves off. This is known as the Msm Routine. Turning left at this junction, Keon doesn't steer enough and comes out slightly wide. He did think he got marked down for the signal, but that wasn't the case as he did reapply it.
Pen away from the paper.
Do you not like it?
Nah, but you could also be writing good things at the same time.
Yeah, so. Definitely.
I have a feeling that was something to do with the indicator. I switched it on, it went back off.
So it's right from it?
Yeah.
At this mini roundabout, the sat nav says to turn right, which I did remind Keon, but he goes straight ahead. He slows down for the first gear speed and lets go off the clutch very quickly, so stalls. And as soon as the car auto starts back on, he brakes hard mid roundabout. It is marked down as a serious fault as we did affect the vehicle behind by braking and stopping in middle of the roundabout. If he had just carried on after stalling, it would have only been marked as a driving fault.
Just hold it there. That's a nice bit of content for you.
Trust me G, I'd rather slide out the content while come with the cost to damage me and my 35k German whip.
Just hold it there. That's a nice bit of content for you. I assume most people would do that coming first time into your car.
Do what?
Stall.
Do you reckon it's the car's fault?
I don't reckon it's the car's fault. It's just getting used to a car.
Yeah.
We're supposed to turn right there, innit?
Yeah. Before steering back in from the parked vehicles, you should check your centre and left mirror. Keon doesn't check his mirrors. on this meet situation, Keon does stop for the oncoming traffic, but then was gonna move off and realises another vehicle is approaching, so holds back. He picks a driving fault for judgment and also getting too close to the parked vehicle.
First exit.
Because he held back very close to the parked vehicle, he would have definitely hit it when moving off, especially the way he steered as his hands locked. So I had to intervene and award him with his second serious fault. He did think I shouldn't have intervened.
Just
Take it a bit back, reverse it.
I could have got out of that.
Just reverse it a little. Slightly close. Take your foot. Now turn.
It's not left into Morrison's.
We've just gone past it. Turning left at this roundabout, he doesn't signal.
First exit. Beyond Lane South.
We've gone past it, that's all. When stopping behind a vehicle in traffic, you should leave around 2 meters of space, which Keon does.
That was a horrible start.
So this road's a 30 mph road. Keon hits around 33 but clicks on and slows down, so it's marked as a driving fault. Here Keon stalls again. He slows down and puts his clutch in late, but reacts well after stalling. He actually overtakes his cyclist really well. He leaves it enough room and also checks his mirrors before steering out and in.
After 300 yards, go around the roundabout. First exit. A6.
It's gonna take it slow as cyclist on the bend.
So here I'll be posing Keon one of the show me questions, which my guy has no problems with. When it's safe to do so, show me how to open and close your windows.
After 200 yards, turn left, exit, then take the second left.
I think yours gone up there now.
So here I'll be telling Keon to carry out the emergency stop. Let's see how it goes, because a lot of times students just mess this up. So shortly I'll be telling you to carry out the emergency stop.
Okay.
He does stop quickly, but his braking could have been firmer. If he'd braked first then put the clutch in. Stop! Move on. This is where he picks up another serious fault. Before moving off after the emergency stop, it's vital to check over the left and right blind spot, but whilst moving off, that's when he checks over his right blind spot. It's too late, the damage is already done. You had a busy day so far?
Kind of, yeah, not too busy.
Are you studying in college at the moment?
No, so I run my own business. I sell luxury shoes, Jordans, Yeezys, etc. So I was brave enough to drop out of college in the first year. It's a work in progress.
How old did you start that?
4 or 5 years ago now. I would have been about 13.
So how old are you now?
17.
What's the business name?
Sneaker Vault Manchester.
Yards, sharp left,
Just this left, can you see where that L is?
Yeah.
sharp left.
Coming up is a sharp left turn. Keon slows down and drops his speed, but doesn't change the gear to first, so stalls. He does manage to set off in second gear after stalling though. Luckily there were no vehicles behind us that were affected, as this would have resulted in a serious fault.
Oh my god. It's a very sharp bend, that. National speed limit. Okay.
So here Keon builds his speed and changes it to third, but then drops his speed and doesn't adjust the gear to his speed, so keeps stalling. He tries to set off in third gear but should have changed it to first. Remember, when you stall, the first thing you should do is double check your gear. I had to intervene and help him out, as we were becoming an obstruction for the vehicle behind us.
We got right away. I'm not good with this car. Oh yeah.
Alright, okay, you need to put it in first gear. Take that.
It's a record-breaking amount of stalls for me.
The speed limit coming up is 50 mph. Keon builds his speed really well. It is a 50 mph, but there's sharp bends. Man thinks he's a Formula 1 driver. Literally it says on the floor slow down because of bends, but Borowski is smashing it around bends. I had to tell him to calm down before we end up dead. You need to slow it down.
It's a 50 though. Yeah, okay.
When it's safe to do so, I'd like you to pull up on the left hand side. He picks a safe spot and pulls up nice and close to the curb. Move off when you're ready.
Just wait for these cars to pass.
Here Keon picks up another serious fault. You should always signal when there's no cars approaching from behind, because if there's cars approaching and you signal, you're begging them to give you away, and this could end up making them stop, as they could think we're gonna pull out, which happened here, but still Keon doesn't move off.
Waiting for me there, but
Approaching this mini roundabout, he just all of a sudden stops. I've had learners fail for this in the past. It is a serious, because if there was a vehicle behind, that could have come in the back of us.
Go around the roundabout, second exit.
This one's going into the book straight away, no messing around.
gonna run out of pen ink in a sec.
Sorry?
You're gonna run out of pen ink writing that much.
He picks two driving faults here. He goes around the parked vehicle quite close. And also when he drops his speed, he doesn't change the gear, but he reacts well after stalling.
Do you know it?
Go around the roundabout.
Oh, okay.
This mini roundabout, Keon does it well and follows the MSM routine.
Second exit, Leeds Lane. Then, go straight on, A60 to 28.
Taught him how to drive and he's in a tractor now.
That's an achievement for you then.
So we're turning left at this mini roundabout, turning left. Going around this left turn, he goes way too fast, really unsafe, so another serious fault for my man Keon.
A60 to 28, Leeds Lane.
When passing these parked vehicles, you should be at a slower speed. Less space, less speed, that is the rule. If you leave less than a meter, you can't be razzing it.
Up 100 yards.
So here I'm going to be asking Keon to carry out the reverse bay park maneuver. You can gently stop here. Just reverse into any bay on the right or left.
Just gonna go forward a bit first.
This reverse bay park, he actually does it well and carries out thorough observations. He does take it forward and adjusts it, but there's no wrong with that and won't get you marked down on your test.
Oh, you got sensors. That's nice. I'm okay to open my door and check the lines?
Yeah, as long as the car's not moving. Happy with that?
With the
You
parking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with the parking.
You can switch the car off. Now it's the end of the test. Let's hear from Keon how he felt it went. Yeah, so that's the end of the test, Keon. How do you feel you're done?
Fail. I'm going to say fail straight from that beginning part.
What serious faults do you think you got?
I can't recall any that I know of, but I'm going to go with a fail there.
Yeah, so you got quite a bit of serious faults.
How many?
But I'll just go over them now, quick time. So I'll go over the serious faults quickly first.
Yeah.
Then we'll go over the driving faults. So just serious fault, that clearance, you did say you're going to fit through there. I know you might have able to. You would have left millimeters. Do you get it?
Yeah.
It's too close going around the car. Do you understand?
So would that have been a serious as
Yeah,
well?
that's a serious.
Oh, wow, okay.
Do you understand? Because you went, it was very close. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You'd have been leaving millimeters going around it. Then there was other serious faults you got. Obviously the stalling, there's quite a lot of stalling.
I never stole that much. I've stalled about 3 times whilst learning.
Do you know why
I've
you
done
stalled?
about 10 then.
Do you know
High
why?
gear.
High gear, yeah. You're not dropping your gears.
I know.
A lot of times we're dropping our speed to about, even sometimes we're on about, say for instance, with second gear or third, we're dropping our speed like 10, 11, and we're not changing our gear. So you need to change the gear when you drop your speed. Okay, then the emergency stop, you done that pretty good, but you were moving off and then you were checking which blind spot.
I know.
Which blind spot?
So obviously with your handbrake and all that, I tried having it ready to go and the car started moving. So I quickly done my blind checks and tried moving off, but
Yeah, you did check your left blind spot when the car was
and
still.
I got to about here, and it started moving, so I quickly did it.
And then you were checking your right blind spot, but the car's already moving.
Yep.
Do you understand? So that was a serious fault. Like I said, there was that stalling. Can you remember when you stalled it and there was a van behind?
We was turning left.
No, you said there was a 60. Yeah, we turned left. It was a sharp left. Do you understand?
Yep.
Then the road was 60 mile per hour. You said national speed 60,
Yeah.
and you wanted to blast it. Do you understand? But
I
remember,
don't want to blast it, but yeah.
do you know all these speed limits? They're only limits.
Yeah.
They're not targets. Do you understand? So
Well, national speed limit 60, I was only doing 40, so.
yeah, but that's fine as well. 40, that's fine as long as it's safe. But when we turned that national speed limit road, it was a 60 mile per hour road.
With a lot of bends.
No, I'm talking before that.
Okay.
You understand?
Yep.
So this national speed limit road, we entered that. There was a bend towards the right we were going. We stalled it because which gear were we in? We dropped our speed by a lot.
Most likely in third or fourth.
We were in
course.
third gear.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So if you're in third gear, we dropped our speed so much. You stalled it, then the speed dropped. Do you understand? To
Yep.
about under 8 mile per hour, and you were trying to start off in which gear?
Third or
Third
second.
gear. Do you understand?
Yep.
Then I had to step in and tell you that you need to put it in first because there was a van behind. You done it you tried setting off 2-3 times, but it was in third gear. There's that 50 mile per hour road. I told you to slow it down.
Yeah, there was a lot of bends on
Too
that
many
road.
bends, do you get it? You can't be doing 50. You did say it is a 50, but remember, even though it's a 50, you don't do 50 there
Yep.
because too many bends. Do you understand? I had to tell you to slow it down.
Would that
Even
be-
going, that's a serious.
Okay.
That's a serious because it's potential accident. Imagine something coming around them bends, like a tractor or a bus or anything.
Yeah.
It could cause an accident because we're at that high speed. And even going down that bridge thing, even though it's a 30, be a little bit more slower. There's when I told you to slow down,
Yep.
there's a 30 mile per hour sign.
Okay.
And then when we were going down that, even though because it's so narrow, be a bit slower. Do you
Okay,
understand?
yeah.
And this serious fault you might have not noticed. You pulled up on the left hand side. I told you to move off when you're ready.
And
So
I let that car go.
why do you think that car stopped?
Can't have my indicator on.
You had your right indicator on. So you're begging people to give you what?
Give me way.
Give you away. And really we can't
Shouldn't be putting it on till I'm ready to move off.
Yeah, don't put your indicator on until you're ready to move off, until it's safe at the back. You make sure it's clear, then indicate, and obviously then you can move off. But that right indicator, you made that car slow down, it gave you away, but you didn't take it.
I didn't take it, I just let him go.
And then you let him go, and then after that, do you understand?
Yep.
So you're causing like havoc, do you understand? So make sure you don't have that right indicator on.
Yeah.
And going over the minors, there was a lot of places where you weren't signalling. There's, yeah, even like at that mini roundabout when you were going straight ahead and you stalled it. You know the first one, you should have signalled where? Left. Do you understand? So the opposite vehicle benefit that we're not going towards the right.
Okay.
So if there's no junction on your left on a mini roundabout and you're going straight ahead, signal left so the opposite's coming from here, know that we're not going towards the what? Right hand side.
Right, yeah.
Do you understand?
You'd signal right if you're going right.
You signal right if you're going right and left if you're going straight ahead if there's no road on your left.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, and so we were missing mirrors here and there as well. Do you get it?
I had a lot of mirror checks.
Yeah, you done a lot of mirror checks you did do you understand? Especially them cyclist stuff. You done that really well. You dealt with them cyclists well. You were slow. You left them enough room. When you moved back in, you checked your mirrors. Do you understand?
Yeah.
There's some good bits if you're driving, don't get me wrong, but I'm just going over here.
I need to go back to Bolton, you've got too many turns.
And then there was like signalling, like I said, clearance as well. Coming down that road, what I told you, the Lions Lane one, you won't know which one I'm on about. When I said to you, don't follow the sat nav now, we turned left into that road. is a 30. Look, when you're leaving distance between the left, how much do we leave?
Car door length.
A meter. But if you can't leave a car door length and you're leaving half a meter, what speed? You should do half of the speed.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But we weren't doing the halves. We were the speed is a little bit high. Do you understand? So you need to be a bit slower on them areas. There's quite a bit of improvement on what you need to do. Do you get it?
I'm normally not as bad. I'm going to get slapped up by my instructor now.
Did he not go over these mistakes? What you done?
Well, I don't normally have this many mistakes when I'm driving.
Also, that driving fault, you know, at the beginning when you said you're writing stuff down,
yeah,
and you said it's because your signal come off, and then it wasn't that.
What was it?
You turned out wide.
Yeah, I did notice that.
You should have steered it more.
Yeah.
You understand? You understeered and you didn't steer enough. You get that? So other than that, you need to mainly work on, and also, I just remembered now. You also got a serious fault. Do you know that mini roundabout what comes right under? Do you know after we pulled up on the left and I said move off when you're ready?
Yeah.
And then you got a serious fault there because you were begging someone to give you away. There was a minute that after that when we moved off. There's a mini roundabout. Yeah. What did you do at that mini roundabout?
I can't remember.
You fully stopped when there was nothing coming towards your right.
Okay, I would have been checking my right.
So if you fully stopped then, when there's nothing coming towards your right, what if a vehicle comes from the back? It could hit us. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because they can see that there's nothing coming. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it does come right under, like, it's like under a hill. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that mini roundabout does come. That's why there's like 2 signs before it that there's a mini roundabout coming. But you approached it a little bit fast and all of a sudden slowed down and stopped.
Okay.
And there was one turn as well you done on a roundabout. You done it in 3rd gear and you were a bit fast.
Yeah, you looked down and I
looked down. I was like thinking like this guy needs to slow down, and you were slowing down enough, but you slowed down.
But weren't in the correct gear.
You weren't, and if you're not in the correct gear in 3rd, the car is going to be pushing you to go what? Faster, and that's
swing it round a corner.
Yeah, so there's a bit of improvement. Mainly is when you're slowing down, drop your gear, and whenever you leave a distance, always leave 1 meter between the left. If you can't leave a meter, be in slower speed. Also on meeting points, whenever you stop behind another vehicle, leave how much? A meter, so you can see the tyres and tarmac of the other car.
I've done that for all of them, no?
That's when I said to you that, or what is it, on that meeting point where I said to you, reverse it a bit back.
Okay,
that's because you were too close to that vehicle on the left. So you need to leave tyres and tarmac distance with that.
Yeah.
Stalling, remember, when you stall it's because you're stalling because you're in higher gear. Do you understand? And then don't beg for someone at the back. Make sure that signal's not on. Only signal when it's clear at the back. And roundabout, maybe that roundabout shook you. Do you know that mini roundabout come right under the hill?
Yeah. That was a weird one that you come straight off a hill and there's a roundabout.
Yeah. And then that, I was thinking, if you don't look, obviously I've had students getting a serious fault there because they don't look, they go straight down it. Do you understand? That's why I kept my eye out. Is this guy going to look? But you just fully stop.
That's better than just going.
It's definitely better than just going. But still, that could cause an accident with a vehicle coming into the back of us.
Yeah.
So that you need to work on as well, and be slower around bends. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Where you need to be slower around sharp bends and turns, be slower. Is that okay? Yeah. So if this video has benefited you, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.